and we begin with the Standard newspaper. And for the Standard this morning, I think we will begin with this story written by Tabora Bojang and of course Lamin Cham. And it reads, in announcing his intention to run for presidency in 2026, renowned female journalist and activist Fatou Maneh told Standard yesterday that she is interested in taking care of the basic essential human needs that are taken for granted in most places in the world, but are daily struggles for the people of the Gambia. She said this includes free healthcare, quality education for all. She further proclaimed that being a woman herself, she will provide special monthly support for all women, mothers, and elderly persons if elected. FJM also outlined her policy on food self-sufficiency, stating she will ensure that farmers are empowered with modern equipment, training, fair markets, and subsidies. She also vowed to protect the Gambia waters from illegal exploitative foreign fishing, ensuring fish remains affordable and available to Gambians first, and provide modern equipment and fair support to local fishermen. Fatou Maneh said every Gambian will have the right to own land, and that village lands, women's gardens, and communal properties will be safeguarded to ensure no reckless sales of community lands to foreign interests. According to her, Gambians in the diaspora should be accorded the right to vote, and that those with dual citizenship are eligible for high offices in the Gambia. She finally vowed to end mismanagement and public corruption, as well as reform and modernize the security sector with training, accountability, and professionalism. Background: Maneh was among the most prominent voices against the Jammeh dictatorship, which arrested and prosecuted her for her campaign against human rights violation in this country. Following the fall of the Jammeh era, FJM Fatou Maneh was appointed by President Adama Barrow as honorary advisor on strategic communication in 2021, but she resigned within a few months, citing President Barrow's alliance with the APRC, the party of the former president, which she said undermined the integrity of the new government and jeopardizes everything she stood for. And that's the end of that story by Fatou Maneh. Women are now, it's good. She is, I think, number 2 among those vying for the position. I don't know, because I saw reports of the former vice president also seeking election.
Yeah, Fatoumata Jallow Tambajang.
So this time, Toure also is absent.
It's encouraging. This is what we've been saying for a long time now, that women should definitely come forward and contest for the presidency.
How do we call it? With patriarchy or what?
But anyway, before Hamna Mariam, you wanted to come there, but okay, because there is something she said, and I want us to. I think it's very important because according to the statements, Gambian in the diaspora should be accorded, the right to vote. But small point here is those with dual citizenship are eligible for high office in the Gambia. And my understanding is, because if you have a dual citizenship, you're a citizen of this nation and that nation as well. So, because according to the 1997 Constitution of this Republic, you cannot run for public office if you have a dual citizenship.
Yes.
Because you avoid moi. For example, if I'm a Senegalese and I am a Gambian as well, Madam Maneka Majige fi neka Gambia Senegal, Maneka Gambia, neka a minister in the Gambia, for example. Where am I going to pledge my allegiance to? Am I going to be Gambian law. It's not even safe.
si fence bi nga dee
Si fence bi nga nekk. Nit ñi dañoo gis ne you are a minister in the Gambia. Yes, fine. But fàtte nañ ne tam I am a citizen of the Gambia. Mun na am I'll be leaking out certain information, classified information. So moo tax I think that's one of the reasons why the constitution said you cannot hold public office. So su fekkee ne moom bëgg na ko indi, that is kind of funny. Don't you think it will be something else?
Yeah, I mean, constitution bi lu mu wax su fekkee ne you want to run for president comme da nga war a renounce.
Yeah, you need to renounce your other
exactly bi nga
citizens.
xamante ne nekkoon Gambia.
Yeah.
So I think loolu moom it's a good thing for me. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
If you are serious about running for president in the Gambia, I think
You need to renounce your other
exactly.
citizens. Yeah.
You should be able to sacrifice. You should be able to sacrifice pour nga renounce benen citizenship bi.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also good ne ñu gis ay jigéen tamit di come forward, But
important.
sometimes tamit as election approaches you see a lot of faces, but so accès rek da nga gis ne ñu back down. I don't know why, because gisoon nañ fi Marisol.
Marisol, yeah.
Exactly. At the end of the day, bu mu ñëwee, yeah, a lot of criticisms, but tamit am na ñoo xamante ne they appreciated the fact ne with all that she has been bold enough to come out and say that she intends to run for president. And I think ne still now tamit mu ngi si, because gis naa ne she is very active when it comes to political matters on social media. So I just hope that all these women mun nañoo even come together. Why not? They come together and then
a big coalition.
Exactly, a big coalition. Because xam nañ ne kii su taxawee kii taxaw fele comme xaajoo dafa am. Because ñeneen dañoo dem fele ñeneen dem fele. But I will really appreciate to see that all these women that want to vie for the presidency to come together ñu
fight
empower
against
kenn.
men.
ñoom ñu nekk si gannaaw kooku.
So ñoom jigéen ñi rek ñu ñëw together.
I'm not saying ñoom jigéen ñi rek. But at least foofu la mos dooree. right
Parce que gis na jigéen ñi ñëw nañ ci góor ñi mën nañ leen see fekk waaye.
join. waaye comme gisul comme that relationship between these female exactly. So
among them, yeah.
maybe yow tamit dangaa skeptical a bit. But when you see all of them come together, I think Lipsy Modu will be very comfortable to come and join on those people. So I think it's very important. It's also good to see. But gis naa tamit bu mu annoncé ba léegi I have seen a lot of criticisms towards her on social media. I don't know for what reason, but and tamit gis naa yeneen video am di showcase it has to do with like tribalism. People nuñ ko gisee noonu leen ko gisee daal because mu ngi doon wax ne comme Mandinkas yi come out and all that. So for that reason it didn't sit well with some people. Def na ne ba ñooñu ñu ngi reshare those videos yi nga xamante ne these are all videos. So I think it's very important tamit
in this generation.
Exactly.
Digital age.
At this point come you always think of the future. Because election bi yow xamuloo loo bëgg a
li nga bëgg a doon li nga doon
exactly fooy gis sa bopp ëllëg. So it's always important ñun
ñu bàyyi xel lu ñoo wax.
exactly ñu bàyyi xel si lu ñoo wax suñu jëfin and all that. Because at the end of the day def la day hunt back. Exactly.
lii moo xew.
Exactly.
But
So I think it's very
do you believe ne women are underestimated in politics globally?
Of course, I would say that.
Especially in the Sahel, here in the Sahel.
Exactly.
Yes.
They are very underestimated, but also they play a big role in electing presidents.
Yep,
Because let's just, go back to 2016. Kii Fatoumata Tambajang, ñoom Dr. Aissatou Touré, they played a crucial role.
Definitely.
In, making so a coalition. Exactly, you have a coalition. So waruñoo underestimate jigéen ñi. I mean, I don't know why people don't even want to vote for women at the first place. I think this also has to go back to us as women, because ñun saa suñ jigéen suñ boppa we prefer voting for men. Because suñu seetloo comme like suñu population bi women we are about, I think we are over 50%. Right? So why is it that comme jigéen su ñëwee we cannot empower our own women? Right? Just imagine we are over 50% of the population. Imagine if a woman stand and then we all the women voted for that person.
But don't you think
góor tamit yoo xamante ne they will be behind us.
Yes.
Right? I'm just giving a scenario.
I know.
So I think empowerment bi tam dafa des. Empowerment is not just about also being on social media saying, okay, Fatou Jaw Maneh is very good, you are here. Wala ma toog fii nii di wax ne is very good, Fatou Jaw Maneh is here. At the end of the day, wala Fatoumata Tambajang is here. At the end of the day, when it comes to voting, ma dem vote and Lipsy. Ma bàyyi kele.
Te jigéen ñi bari lu leen jël.
Exactly, that's the point.
But again, jigéen la moo tax ma bëgg a mu because lim ci wax dafa ne parce que ñoom dañ leen a jox yëpp but is it because that they're facing some structural barriers like discriminatory laws and capacity gaps, despite the fact that they have the right to participate and then to prove their leadership abilities?
Yeah, sure. Discrimination has been there for forever, but now we can say that we are fighting as women in general, like we are pushing for barrier you mun ko break. Okay. And then we also have men they are also pushing for that agenda. I don't know whether they really mean it or not, because for me I just see it as a lip service sometimes. Yep. Like I guess Nagori on the limelight, I empower women, but at the end of the day, behind the scene, you're doing a different thing. Yeah. So it's very sad.
Because as political parties,
exactly.
Are they really encouraging women to come forward? Because most of the time, swing send applications or whatever, duñ fa gis ben jigen. Foguma ne amna ben political party bo xamne gis nañ jigen bu send application. What's your take on this?
Let's take the UDP as an example. Out of the 11, there's nothing issue which have to do with gender. Ñep góor leen.
Does that mean they didn't have any women
within their ranks?
Yeah, within their ranks.
Yes, but I don't know. It's an open policy. They could have vied for it. Why come them nunca the patriarchy, religious belief, how to call it, our local norms. Okay. Hanga ñun fi jigen du jité hanga diine bi ak yoy non.
No, but lol diine la, this is politics. So neke diine la, we don't have a choice. We don't talk de ñun no war nañ ko change mënuñ ci dara. But politics war mën nañ ko change. Because these are man-made laws, we can go ahead and change it.
Wow. At the end of the day tay dem su bëggé def dara fokk mu dem ci yaayam mo ko ne ya man daal bëgg na taxaw président. So hanga mom tamit so understand daf ko hey yow jigen nga. Wow. So understand nga mota the campaign should at least be reinforced. Depuis légui xamna even nekut this year, but there must come a future and a generation bo xamne jigen ni di len gëna in numbers to seek for the seat. So amna ci solo lol helalante bi dal mo gëna ci law di ngay nit yi ñu mëna xam ne like diine bi ak affaire bi ñu xawa soré. Waaw parce que xoolal tey Sénégal Pastef i mbiri diine bi melutoon comme démba de. waaw gaa dañ ñëw ñu ne ñoom bokkuñ si mbiri diine is Pastef borom diine yi let them also be on their lane and do what all they want.
non la war a demee sax because xam nga.
But the previous governments since is it Abdou Diouf so you must be behind some of these sering.
No, but ñi saade parce que non nga sering gis nga leen fa lu xew dañoo dem seek blessings dañoo dem advice ak loolu yëpp dañoo dem xam nga
but like comme previously election su jotee nga dem foofu noonu ñoom after election bu affaire yi li fi ne ñoom
before election they went there
they are part of this set
jaabante nañ fa ba sora saade
jaabante nañ fa but like not like previously nga dem foofu noonu pour sëriñ bi mu joxee ndigal like yéen saani leen diw nga dem si sëriñ bale tamit am loo ko wax ngeen am loo leen seexoo rek moom tam moom taalibe yi saani leen diw. So xam nga before in fact these are the deciding factors. If you look at Senegalese politics booba sëriñ yi suñ joxee ndigal rek digal bi moo daan xew waaye léegi we seen that ne xam nga yu mel noonu yu bëri mu ngi sori with this Pastef government. So jigéen yi tamit fii nag xam-xam bi dafa war a màcca si naka dañ leen war a xelal bu baax pour ñu mën a understand ne loolu du nekkut loo xam ne lu war a nekk problème la ne jigéen dina jiit am na dëkk yu bëri yoo xam ne jigéen ñi seen njiit yi président ne gis nañ te àdduna bi tey Afrique sax mu doon bàkkoo kii di Ellen Johnson Sirleaf jigéen la nu mu bon try na si biir dëkkam
exactly
waaw so
because gis nañ Namibia seen président bi as well kooku is definitely doing good
waaw ñu ngi push ñu ngi def naka sudut noonu
even I think Tanzania tamit
Tanzania as well
and then even Mexico I think
Mexico seen jigéen la woon ba pare li ma ci ndee sax mooy they took some bold decisions yoo xam ne dañu ne hey
jigéen mooy def ni
exactly
so nii la just leen dee underestimate rek but when they are up there yes at the end of the day da ngaa feel ne waaw these decisions are right. So
waaye ñun foogaloon nag ñun ñoo gën a nasaxal jigéen ñi. waaw ñun góor ñi laa wax de ñun góor ñi parce que ñun ñaareel suñ political parties yi fi ñu gën a soxlee jigéen ñi mooy waañ bi mooy. ay compagnie yi tàcc bi fecca bi indi te xamuñ ne am a greater representation of women can lead to advancement in crucial areas like health, education ak yooyu noonu ba pare sax mun naa influence ñu gis in the future girls to pursue leadership roles in this country. So these are some of the things that we definitely need to encourage them on. ñu gis ne am nañ leen ñu bàyyi temps feeja ba jël itam seen bopp ñoom ñoo war a gëm seen bopp xam ne mën nañ ko def comme li Fatoumata Jaw Maneh di def nii Fatoumata Jaw ñooñu waxatuñ ko parce que ñoo yàgg nañ ci but ñeneen ñi la ñoo wax ne dañu war a ñëw they must have to am comfort to at least ñu am fu ñu bokk su ko defee ñu train leen ñu groom leen up in politics su ko defee gars yi am fit boobu pour ñëw élection maa ngi sa gannaaw yow ñoo far